saponin glycosides, cyanogenetic glycosides, and tannins also. First one is saponin glycoside. Okay, saponin glycosides. So saponin glycosides means they will have a soap-like action. जैसे आप soap लेते हो, soap का कैसा foam बनता है. So they will have a soap-like action. Okay, saponin glycosides. A glycon part of such glycoside has a soap-like action. They exhibit soap-like foaming. Say if you take a saponin glycoside and shake with water, you will get a foam. So that's why they are known as they will form a foam and on shaking and with water they will yield a colloidal solution. If you try to dissolve this saponin glycoside in the water, you will get a colloidal solution. They are known as saponin glycosides. They are generally considered as a hematotoxic. So they will break down your blood. Okay? They will break down your RBC. That's why they are hematotoxic because they can cause hemolysis. They are hemolytic in nature to the erythrocyte. Due to this property or activity, some of them are used as a fish poison. Saponins have bitter and acrid taste. Then they cause irritation to mucous membrane. They cause irritation to mucous membrane and mostly non-crystalline. They are non-crystalline, soluble in water and alcohol, but insoluble in the organic or non-polar. So property याद रखो. They are soluble in the water, alcohol, in the not soluble in the organic solvent or non-polar solvent. They will act, they will cause hemolysis of your blood. A glycon part of such kind of saponin are known as sapogenin, which is nothing but the high molecular weight and gives crystalline form after acetylation. जो भी A glycon part है उसका crystalline form बन जाएगा after acetylation reaction. Depending upon the A glycon, saponins are classified again. First one is a steroidal saponin. Steroidal saponin. तो इसमें steroid nucleus होगा. So they are also known as tetracyclic triterpenoid saponin. They are also used as a raw material for synthesis of various medicinally useful steroids like vitamin D, cardiac glycoside, then corticosteroid like betamethasone, cortisone acid, then progesterone, spironolactone. Example is diogenin and equine. So these are the example of steroidal saponin, diogenin and pentacyclic triterpenoid. So for example, saponin, saponin with pentacyclic triterpenoid nucleus, they are linked together with the sugar or uronic acid. They are nothing but they are further alpha amyrin, beta amyrin or so first drug from this category that is known as a diascoria. Diascoria. It is nothing but it is known as a yam root or rheumatism root or colic root. Remember the synonyms: yam root, rheumatism root or colic root. Diascoria. Okay. So it is nothing but the tubers of Diascoria deltoida. Diascoria composita, family Diascoriaceae. This plant is found in the northwestern Himalayas of Kashmir and Punjab. It is grown in Nepal, China at up to altitude of 1000 to 3000. A high altitude plant. Also also cultivated in Jammu and Kashmir, and some part of cultivation collection is not important. It can be raised by seeds, and this has an advantage. Takes longer time for harvesting. Healthy tubers with ground. It can be raised by two types. Either it can be cultivated by using seeds, or it can be raised by tubers. उसका tubers भी आप लगा सकते हो या फिर seeds भी लगा सकते हो. Tubers are treated with the fungicide first and then sown in the nursery bed. After 2-3 months of tubers are transplanted into the field at a distance of 30. Well manured मतलब उसको खाद पानी अच्छे से well manured irrigated for every 10 days and it is harvested after 2 years. Rhizomes loss about 50% drying. Rhizomes जो है they lose weight around 50% on drying. Microscopic characters are not important. Leave it. Coming to conclusion. So 75% non-edible starch. Then diosgenin, which is a steroidal sapogenin, 4 to 6%, and its glycoside, smilagenin, EP-smilagenin, and beta isomer of yamogenin. So these are the chemical constants. So out of this, diosgenin is very important. So diosgenin, जो है diosgenin is hydrolyzed to product of saponin diosgenin. Diosgenin is hydrolyzed to get a different saponin diosgenin. After isolation from the after isolation, diosgenin is degraded to form a 16 dihydropregnolone, and it is the molecule from which different kind of various kind of steroids and steroidal steroid and steroidal drug that can be synthesized. like vitamin vitamin D, betamethasone, dexamethasone, etc. etc. So that is the so they can ask you a question like this. One of the following plant is you one of the following plant can be used for the synthesis of steroidal drugs. That is diascorea. Diogen is a steroidal sapogenin found in the diascorea, which can be degraded into 16 dihydroprednisolone. Okay, and this is the starting material for me. Now, what is the uses of this diascorea? So, as the name indicates, it is a yam root, it is a rheumatism root. So, it is used in the rheumatism also. So, it is a precursor for synthesis of steroid hormone like sex steroid and corticosteroids in vitamin D. So, steroid hormone and sex steroids can be synthesized from this diogenin, and it is a oral contraceptive. Also, जो भी oral contraceptives है steroids है sex steroids है फिर corticosteroids hormone जैसे betamethasone, dexamethasone, prednisolone, all these are synthesized they are semi-synthetic product of your diogen. It is also used in the treatment of rheumatism or rheumatic arthritis. Okay. Now allied drugs similar drug कौन से इसके similar drug. So allied drugs like Dioscorea floribunda. Dioscorea floribunda cultivated in America and contain 3 to 5% diogen. Another is Costus specious is alternative potential source for diogen. Can be used as a substitute for genantol. So this is all about the Dioscorea data. Now we'll see another drug known as सफेद musali. Biological source देख लो क्या है dried peeled tubers of plant known as a chlorophytum boryvillum. Okay, so सफेद musali peeled tubers of chlorophytum boryvillum family DDSC. It is found in the African countries India. Well, scientifically it is cultivated commercial scale on in the Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Gujarat. यहाँ पे इसका production होता है. Cultivation collection not important. It is a crop of 200 to 240 days. ये 8 ते 9 महिन्याचा crop आहे. The plant requires red loamy gravelly as well as well drained soil and the pH 6 to 7 rainfall range 50 to 70%. ये थोड़ा सा boring subject होता है कोई से. Cultivation is done either with the seeds or tubers root. It can be treated with the fungicide to yield better germination. Then roots are placed at a distance of 15 into 15 centimeter or 20 into 20. It should be properly manured and irrigated at an interval of 10 to 15 days. So then you will get a good quality of chlorophytum boryvillum. Now chemical constituent, it is important. A lot of research is also being conducted on this. So 39 to 40% carbohydrate, 8 to 10% protein, 2 to 4% sap, 0.8 to 2% sapogenin, known as a ecogenin. Sapogenin कौन सा है इसमें? And also the plant also has a trace element like zinc, copper, phosphorus. Okay, and that's why this plant is used as aphrodisiac and tonic. Aphrodisiac means those drugs which can stimulate the sexual desire. That is aphrodisiac or and tonic. तो ये plant आजकल बहुत ज़्यादा इसका यूज भी होता है. So it is a plant known as a chlorophytum boryvillum. तो इसके dried ट्यूबर्स है. देखो यहाँ पे ट्यूबर्स इससे ड्राइड ट्यूबर्स ज़्यादा कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं इसमें सिर्फ आपका बायोलॉजिकल सोर्स केमिकल कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट वही इंपॉर्टेंट. सफेद मोस्टली. नाउ नेक्स्ट ड्रग इज लिकोरिस. नाउ दिस प्लांट इज अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट. लिकोरिस इसको मराठी में बोलते हैं जेस्ट मग. सो आपको बोला होगा छोरे सर ने अच्छे से. सिनोनिम क्या है इसका? ग्लिसराइजा मुलेथी और ग्लिसराइजी रेडिक्स. इट इज अनपिल्ड रूट एंड स्टोलन्स ऑफ प्लांट नोन एज ग्लिसराइजा ग्लैब्रा. Unpeeled root and stolons of Glycyrrhiza glabra family Leguminosae and other species of Glycyrrhiza which are sweet in the taste and not less than 20% water soluble. Glycyrrhiza glabra. There are different varieties. We'll see it. With different varieties. Glycyrrhiza glabra. Okay. Now we see different varieties of first one is known as a Glycyrrhiza glabra typica. Glycyrrhiza glabra typica. So that is known as a Spanish licorice. Glycyrrhiza glabra typica known as a Spanish licorice, which is usually purple blue colored. Then papilionaceous flowers with a large number of stolons. Then Glycyrrhiza glabra glandulifera. Glycyrrhiza glabra glandulifera, that is known as a Russian licorice. With big root stock and number of elongated. Does not consist of stolon. Then third variety is known as a Glycyrrhiza glabra violacea. that is known as a Persian licorice. So यहाँ पे ये याद रखो which one is a Spanish licorice, which one is a Russian, which one is a Persian. So Glycyrrhiza glabra typica is known as a Spanish one. Then Glycyrrhiza glabra glandulifera is known as a Russian one. Glycyrrhiza violacea is known as a Persian licorice. So ये कौन सा licorice कौन सा ये then cultivation collection and propagation is done by young stolons मतलब stems जो कांदी जैसे होता है stem जैसे होता है underground modification of root underground modification plant require deep sandy soil with farmer manure जो आपका गाय भैंस का गोबर है वो डालना है stolons are planted in March to 2 by 3 centimeter and after 3-4 years rhizomes and root are dug up in October and dried and then they are dried in the shade. Now microscopic characters. So here you will have like common character like root, like your cortex, phylodon, okay, medullary rays and extracts. So polyhedral tubular brownish cork cell, dignified or partially dignified fibers, starch and prismatic calcium oxalate. Prismatic calcium oxalate crystal, presence of they are present in the parenchyma. Then stolons consist of a stolon contain with root identified by presence of terach xylem ये छोड़ो यहाँ पे इतना याद रखो dignified fibers then prismatic calcium oxalate polyhedral और polyhedral tubular brownish cork cell यहाँ पे एक cork cell होता है बाद में prismatic calcium oxalate starch and lignified और partially lignified fibers ये याद रखो माइक्रोस्कोप में next one is that is a chemical constituent present in this Glycyrrhiza glabra इसके ऊपर क्या क्या क्वेश्चन आ सकता है देखो chemical constituent present in the Glycyrrhiza glabra molethi or so it will have triterpenoid saponin with alpha amarin structure pentraterpenes so alpha amarin structure होगा उसमें triterpenoid saponin है ये triterpenoid तीन then main is a glycyrrhizin or glycyrrhizic acid which is a 50 times more sweeter than sucrose 50 times more sweet than sucrose glycyrrhizin is a 50 times more sweeter than sucrose ये आ सकता है then glycyrrhizinic acid glycoside on hydrolysis give glycyrrhizinic acid glycoside on hydrolysis मतलब glycyrrhizin जो है वो एसिड हाइड्रोलाइसिस के बाद में आपको ग्लिसराइजिक एसिड देगा okay that is on then glycyrrhizin content of Spanish licorice is around 5 to 10%, Russian licorice is 10% and Persian is 7 to 13%. So maximum amount of glycyrrhizin is found in the Persian licorice. ये क्या है? And glycyrrhamine is a resin. Glycyrrhamine is the resin found in this plant, which is a bitter principle. Then again, flavonoid is responsible for the color of plant. Liquoritin, flavonoid, liquoritin. Isoleucoritin is also there. Isoleucoritin is responsible for the antipeptic ulcer effect. So this isoleucoritin from this licorice plant is responsible for the antipeptic ulcer. इसमें एक यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन बनता है आपका isoleucoritin, liquoritin, flavonoid कौन सा है यहाँ पे liquoritin and isoleucoritin. Now the flavonoids which are responsible for the color. उसमें flavonoid कौन से liquoritin and isoleucoritin. Out of this, isoleucoritin is responsible for the antipeptic ulcer activity. And this Persian licorice will have a highest amount of glycyrrhizin. Glycyrrhizin is a glycyrrhizin or glycyrrhizic acid is 50 times more sweeter than sucrose. These are the important from chemical constituent. Now uses so it is used as expectorant to remove the cup from your bronchi. Demulcent, okay. Then it has an anti-gastric due to isoleucoritin. Deglycyrrhized licorice. मुझे glycyrrhizic acid remove किया है उसमें से. So that is used for healing the peptic ulcer. It is also antispasmodic. So whatever the actions are there, that is because of isoleucoritin. Antispasmodic is also because of isoleucoritin content. Then as it is nothing but the triterpenoid saponin. So it will have mineralocorticoid activity due to glycyrrhizic acid. Then it is also used in rheumatoid arthritis, anti-inflammatory due to glycyrrhizin content. It is anti-inflammatory due to glycyrrhizin content. Flavoring agent used in the beverages and confectionery and is also used as a flavoring agent in the pharmaceutical preparations. Also used for flavoring agent in the tobacco preparation. Glycyrrhizic acid has aspirin-like action. Chemical test is not important. Leave. Adulterant and substituent. Glycyrrhiza uralensis. Glycyrrhiza uralensis that is known as a Manchurian licorice. ये यहाँ पे दो चार टाइप की लिकोरिस हो गई है, इंडियन, पर्शियन. तो मंचूरियन कौन सा है आपका? Glycyrrhiza urilensis, Manchurian licorice. So it will have a pale chocolate brown color with the exfoliated cork wavy metal layers. So you can see over here, it is a structure of your glyceric acid and glyceric. It is a structure of your glyceric acid. And okay, glyceric acid, triterpenoid sapodin. Okay, steroidal nucleosides may be steroid type का ही nucleosides. So it has some mineral corticoid activity also. So this is known as your plant will look like this, and the stolons after cultivation will look like this. Next drug is nothing but the shatavari. Shatavari, it is also known as shatmoli, and it is nothing but the dried roots and leaves of plant Asparagus racemosus family Liliaceae. Cultivation collection. It is mostly cultivated as a wild plant, and it is cultivated in the garden also as a potted plant for graceful leaves and flowers as an ornamental plant. It bears a white fragrant flowers in the form of simple resin. Hardcopy, leave it, not important. Microconstituent is steroidal saponins, Shatawarin 1, Shatawarin 2, Shatawarin 3, Shatawarin 4, Shatawarin 5, 1 to 5, Shatawarin 1 to 5. So out of that, Shatawarin 1 is a major glycoside consisting 3 glucose plus 1 rhamnose attached to a serasapogenine. It is a genine and it is a sugar part. Serasapogenine attached with this sugar mark, rhamnose and glucose. Okay. Shatawarin 1 is a major glycoside. Shatawarin 4 consists of 2 glucose 1 rhamnose attached to serasapogenine. Flowers and fruits consist of quercetin and rutin. These are two antioxidants, quercetin and rutin from the shatavari. Then hyperoside, while leaves consist of diogenin and quercetin. Polycyclic alkaloid is also there, that is known as asparagine A. So it is used as a galactocog. Galactocog means that will increase your metabolism. Chronic diuretic chatterton is a anxiolytic, then infertility. Okay. It is also used in the infertility and loss of libido. So anybody has a loss of libido, in that condition also shatavari is used. Loss of libido means loss of sexual desire. Then next is a Brahmi. This Brahmi has two varieties. First one is known as gel Brahmi. So it is dried, obtained from dried and fresh leaves of Bacopa moneri family Scrophulaceae. Bacopa moneri family Scrophulaceae. It is found in the all over India. It is found in the throughout India. It consists of different saponins. It consists of different saponins like Buscosides A and B. Okay, Buscosides A and B. On hydrolysis, they will give you triterpenoid A glycol known as a picogenin A and B. Along with glycoside, it will also have some alkaloids like brahminin, herpestin. These two alkaloids, saponin, buscoside A and buscoside B. On hydrolysis, they will give you triterpenoid A glycol, that is a picogenin. It is used as a nerve tonic. Treatment of asthma. It is also used in treatment of epilepsy, insanity, and it is also diuretic. Another Brahmi, another another Brahmi is there. So that is known as a Madhuka Parni, Indian pennywort, mangosteen. This Brahmi is again another variety, and it is obtained from Centella assistica family Ameliperi. Api. Again, it is used as a nerve tonic. So it will have glycoside with alpha marine base known as acetylglycoside and metacasoside, petulic acid. So there. So again, it is used as a nerve tonic, sedative, antispasmodic, anti-anxiety, and anti-stress agent. So not much important. Just remember the buscosides are the active constituent of your primary buscosides, and they are used as a nerve tonic. Next one is a Momordica. Momordica. It is also known as a bitter gourd or Karela. So biological source Momordica chirantina family Cucurbitaceae. Chemical constituent is a steroidal saponin in the leaf. Steroidal saponins in the leaf known as a charantin. Okay? So it has a blood sugar lowering property. Cathartic principle Momordiacin. It is also cathartic in nature. It will also increase the stool formation. So Momordiacin is responsible for the cathartic. Other constituents like alkaloid, glucoside, saponin, and mucilage. Is used as a carminative, stomachic rheumatism, treatment of diabetes mellitus. करेला आपने सबने देखा होगा. Next one is known as a ginseng. Next plant is known as ginseng. When this plant is also important. So nowadays, a lot of research is going on with this ginseng. So it is known as a Ningin or Panax or Panax, Ningin. So it is nothing but the dried roots of various species of plant from family Araliaceae family के plants है. So first one is a Panax ginseng, known as a Korean ginseng. Panax ginseng is a Korean ginseng. And is Panax japonica. Panax japonica is Japanese ginseng. Panax noto ginseng. Panax noto ginseng is a Chinese ginseng. Then is Panax quinquefolium, that is known as a American ginseng. Quinquefolium, Panax quinquefolium, known as a American ginseng. Then next one is a Panax tripolis, known as a dwarf ginseng. And next one is a Panax Vietnamese, known as a Vietnamese ginseng. There are different variety of ginseng. कुछ 6 variety है ginseng. Depending upon the source and depending upon the geography, they are. Panax ginseng Korean है, Panax japonica Japanese है, Panax noti ginseng is a Chinese one, Panax quinquefolium is nothing but the American one, Panax tripolis is the dwarf ginseng, and Panax Vietnamese is nothing but the Vietnamese ginseng. It is widely grown in the Korea, China, Russia, and is also presently cultivated in the Japan, United States of America. Then cultivation collection is not important, leave it. Just directly come to the chemical constituent. So it will have a saponin glycoside known as a zinsenolides, zinsenosides, zinsenosides. Okay, and this zinsenoside consists of a dimerol glycone. Panaxosides, zinsenosides and panaxoside. These are the major glycosides. Type के होते हैं. Consist of oleonolic acid एक glycone. Part छोड़ दो एक glycone part कौन सा है क्या है? It gives penoxidiol and penoxitriol on hydrolysis. Penoxidiol and penoxitriol on hydrolysis. एक नया कुछ saponin भी होता है छोड़ो. Uses क्या है इसके uses? It is an immunomodulator. It will increase the immunity. Okay. Then it is an aphrodisiac stimulant. Then again it has a sedative property. Used in the thyroid dysfunction, also used in the cosmetic. Return कौन सा है इसको? Codonopsis tungsten is the adulterant. This is the ginseng plant, Panax ginseng. So roots are mostly used. Roots, ginseng. So these are the ginsenosides. Ginsenosides. चलो उनका ginsenoside. नहीं पूछेगा. Next one is known as cynogenetic glycoside, or they are also known as cyanophoretic glycoside, because of presence of hydrocyanic acid as a glycone part. That's why they are known as cyanogenetic glycoside. Hydrocyanic acid over. So amycladine is the most prominent cyanogenetic glycoside. Amycladine found in the bitter almond. Amycladine. Okay. Most of these are derived from mandelonitrile, which on hydrolysis will give you hydrocyanic acid and benzaldehyde. तो मेलोनाइट्रिल से ही बनता है ये amycladine वगैरह. On hydrolysis will give you hydrocyanic acid and benzaldehyde. Mostly Rosaceae family is the most prominent for cyanogenetic glycoside. This was question in GPAT 2000. Which one of the following family consists of a cyanogenetic glycoside prominently? Rosaceae family. Depression test upon the liberation of hydrogenic acid. So whatever the this cyanogenetic glycosides are there, they are identified by identification test based upon the liberation of hydrogenic acid on hydrolysis, which will change the sodium picrate into sodium perporate and color change from yellow to black red. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि जो प्लांट जो भी आपका पाउडर है अंडर एनालिसिस, तो उसका आइडेंटिफिकेशन करने के लिए पहले उसका हाइड्रोलाइसिस किया जाता है, and the glycoside will liberate hydrocyanic acid. Okay, and then this hydrocyanic acid will change sodium picrate into sodium perporate, will convert sodium picrate into sodium perporate. Okay, sodium picrate will have yellow color and sodium perporate will have brick red color as identification test. One is known as a bitter almond. There are a lot of drugs in the pharmacy. So take it fast. Almond क्या बोलते हैं इसको? बिटर बादाम, कच्चा बादाम. तो ये भी कच्चा बादाम ही होता है. सिनोनिम्स क्या है उसका? Amygdala amera. Okay, biological source and geographical source. So dried ripe seeds of Prunus amygdalus dulcis, known as a sweet almond, and Prunus amygdalus amera, that is known as a bitter almond. Family Rosaceae. So here we we are with the bitter almond. So Prunus amygdalus var amara. It is found in the Iran, Asia, Italy, Spain, Portugal, France, Morocco. Chemical constant क्या है इसकी देखो. Colorless crystalline bitter glycoside known as amygdalin. Glycoside कौन सा है? Amygdalin. So along with that it will have volatile oil. That bitter glycoside is a 3%. Volatile oil is a 0.5 to 0.5%. So the amygdalin consists of hydrocyanic acid. So hydrocyanic acid is the hydrolysis product of amygdalin, which is a poisonous and no, it is not suitable for internal consumption. That's why bitter almond जो है वो खाते नहीं है. जो आपका sweet almond जो है वो खाते हैं. ये sweet almond आप खाते हो, bitter almond नहीं खा सकते. क्योंकि bitter almond will have amygdalin as a saponin glycoside and it has a hydrocyanic acid as a उसका hydrolysis होके क्या बनता है hydrocyanic acid which is a poisonous in nature. So that's why it is unsuitable for consumption. Benzyl lead also it consists of benzyl lead 80% and a hydrocyanic acid 2%. Hydrolysis product जो बोले amygdalin का hydrolysis product क्या है hydrocyanic acid and benzyl lead. So amygdalin ये जो amygdalin है क्या देगा आपको benzyl lead plus hydrocyanic acid after hydrolysis. It almond does not contain amygdalin and hence not bitter in taste and also not. What is use of this bitter almond? Bitter almond is used as a sedative due to hydrocyanic acid. Demulcent used in the perfumery should not be used as a flavoring agent for food preparation. जो भी आपके बाकी फूड पे है so that's why उसमें हाइड्रोसाइनिक एसिड होता है and that should not be used as a flavoring agent. So otherwise there will be poisoning. One is isothiocyanate glycoside. They are also known as a glucoinolate compound. A glycol part of this isothiocyanate glycoside consists of isothiocyanate. Okay, family containing isothiocyanate glycoside. Most prominent is a crucifery, and other are the Racedaceae and Capridiaceae. These three family will consist of isothiocyanate glycoside. Crucifery and these two, Racedaceae and Capridiaceae. Mustard from isothiocyanate glycoside is a mustard means आपकी मोहरी. So this synonym is nothing but the black mustard. It is also known as सरसों का तेल. Logical source क्या है? Dried ripe seeds of Brassica nigra. Ripe seeds of Brassica nigra, Brassica juncea, which is known as the Indian mustard, belonging to family Crucifery, and it is also known as the Brassicaceae, Brassica nigra or Brassica juncea. Brassica nigra, Brassica juncea. Brassica juncea is Indian mustard, family Crucifery or Brassicaceae. Found in it is cultivated in the Europe, USA and India. यूरोप यूएसए में कौन मिलेगा ब्रासिका नाइग्रा मिलेगा. इंडिया में क्या मिलेगा ब्रासिका जुनिसिया. उत्तर प्रदेश बिहार बंगाल पर्टिकुलरली आपका जब हो गया माइक्रोस्कोपिक कैरेक्टर. दिस ड्रग इज नथिंग बट द सीड्स जो सरसों के सीड्स होते हैं. द सीड कंसिस्ट ऑफ कोट सीड इज कोट. टेस्ट कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू लेयर्स. सीड कोट कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू लेयर्स. अगर आपको इसके सीड्स में फिक्स्ड ऑयल होता है सरसों का तेल. केमिकल कांस्टेंट क्या है इसमें फिक्स्ड ऑयल then volatile oil then protein and main important is the isothiocyanate glycoside known as cinegreen. Cinegreen is the isothiocyanate glycoside found in the black mustard, nothing but the potassium myronate. Sub enzyme myrosin hydrolyzes the cinegreen in presence of water into allyl isothiocyanate. It is the essence of mustard or mustard oil. भी एरोमा है जो भी स्मेल है ड्यू टू मस्टर्ड ऑयल का स्मेल क्यों है बिकॉज ऑफ अलाइल आइसोथायोसाइनेट व्हिच इज अ हाइड्रोलाइसिस प्रोडक्ट ऑफ सिनेग्रिन हाइड्रोलाइज्ड बाय वन एंजाइम नोन एज मायरोसिन हाइड्रोलाइज. उसका यूज क्या है इज यूज्ड एज अ कॉन्डिमेंट मसाला. कॉन्डिमेंट मींस मसाला. emetic irritant and eruption. Test yellow color is obtained when mustard powder is with the alkali like sodium hydroxide potassium hydroxide. ये कॉग्नोसी का थोड़ा पार्ट थोड़ा आपको अटपटा लग जाएगा लेकिन क्या करें लेना है. जो ब्लैक मस्टर्ड आपको आपने देखा भी होगा मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम जो महाराष्ट्र में भी ये आता है मस्टर्ड। वो जहाँ पे भी गेहूँ उगाया है उसमें आ जाता है वो एज अ वीड, एज अ वीड बोल के आ जाता है। Tannins, what are tannins? They are the most widely occurring secondary metabolites in the plant in the form of cell sap or distinct vacuoles. Cell sap, cell के बीच में जो space है, space between two cells, cell sap and distinct, they are again tannins are again a secondary metabolite of plant. They are found in the plant most abundantly. They are astringent substances. That is, they are having capacity to precipitate your protein. If you taste the tannins, your surface protein of your tongue will be precipitated. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल कत्था वगैरह खाते हैं ना, आंवला खाते हैं। So organic, they are nothing but the organic non-nitrogenous derivative of polyhydroxy benzene. इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ सकता है। So non-nitrogenous organic compound derivative of polyhydroxy benzoic acid and the tannins. They are used in the medicine for various purposes like mild antiseptic treatment of diarrhea, to stop the small hemorrhages, to check the small hemorrhages means to stop the small hemorrhages. Extensively used in the leather industry for tanning purpose. Actually, they are the mixture of polyphenol, generally ortho-dihydroxy or ortho-trihydroxy groups on phenyl ring. Chemical properties of tannins. Am I audible to you clearly? आपको सुनाई दे रहा है? Am I audible? इसके वैसे भी अभी कितना बजा है? So it has already अपन ने 5 बजे चालू किया था, अभी 7 बज चुके हैं. So we'll see the remaining tannins part in the next lecture.